With Skool games, it all starts with the offer. I've had to make offers from scratch so many times. I need an SOP for this. So you have to figure out like...
Skool Games winner Tim Shooker is an entrepreneur and sales coach whose innovative lead generation strategies empower hundreds of life insurance agents to achieve six-figure incomes.
Boring industries, they kind of suck in a lot of different ways when it comes to doing business in 2024. The whole reason we entered the Skool games was because we wanted to like ask Alex business advice. But I think honestly, like my biggest takeaway is like...
Tim, what was your last name?
Shooker.
Shoker?
Shooker. Like
Shooker.
shook her hand.
Shook her hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Tim shook her hand.
No hand, just shook her.
Oh,
yeah. That was just to help you understand how to say it.
Gotta add that to the edit.
Yeah, that's like more German than it actually is.
Yeah, Tim Shooker.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
exactly.
so I good name. I'm
That's
glad
like straight from the motherland.
Straight from the motherland. Okay, dope. Well,
I have a few generations in America, so it's just Shooker.
Just Shooker.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got Tim.
There you go. That's fun.
So I got Tim here. We're at the Skool Mansion. Just spent a day at a mastermind event here in Las Vegas. I'm at the Skool Mansion with one of the Skool winners, Tim Shooker.
Yep.
I was almost saying hand, almost said it.
That's okay.
But Tim Shooker, he's one of the Skool game winners. And tell us more about your business and like I want to hear about the journey of how you got here.
Yeah. So my business, I help life insurance agents with lead generation, and then also we do like sales coaching for them as well. So really like if you were to put it into one sentence, we help insurance agents make six figures, and then everything else that kind of comes in that, the systems, automations, all that stuff is pretty much what we do.
Okay.
So we've been in this particular industry for the last 3.5 years. We started off like selling insurance and then realized like, as with a lot of these like boring industries, I guess you could call them,
Yeah.
they kind of suck in a lot of different ways when it comes to doing business in 2024.
It's not sexy.
Yeah, well, it's like the way that they would generate leads is they would literally, so they get a stack of paper mailers and just send them out to people's houses.
Oh, God.
And then send them back. They take 2 or 3 weeks to come back. You take the mailer and you go out and knock on people's houses and like put it into a GPS. Yeah.
And how was that experience?
It was interesting to say the least. And the kicker was the mailers that they sent out. It didn't even mention life insurance. It said send this back for a free Walmart gift card.
Oh,
so I was like,
damn.
There's got to be a better way to generate leads for life insurance. And so that's kind of how we got our start. We really just wanted to like solve our own problem. And then we realized, the insurance agent, life insurance industry is pretty massive. So a lot of people had that problem. And once we figured it out, other people wanted help.
So how long ago was this when you started doing insurance to now the Skool community?
Yeah. So, I had like experience in online business before, and then I had like an e-com store that did well. I was just kind of bored.
Yeah. And
then my business partner, Julian, I'll make sure that you interview him as well.
Okay, dope.
He got recruited into it. And so I was like, cool, let's just try this, right? Let's go do sales for a little bit.
Okay.
So this was like 2021, I guess you would say.
Okay.
And then did it for about a year. I was like, this makes no sense. I need to fix this problem. And then business kind of sprung up out of that. Yeah.
Who would have thought that you can make a Skool community for insurance? Like you didn't think that, right?
Yeah.
It's not one of the go-to, Skool communities you think of, right?
There's actually a few of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's super interesting. So what makes you stick out? Walk us through how you guys won the Skool games. Like I'm sure it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
So walk us through kind of that story and then some mistakes along the way.
Yeah. So I think like fundamentally with Skool games or like any offer, it all starts with the offer. And so the offer also starts with your avatar, right? So like if you're watching this at home and you're like, how do I win? I actually just made like a YouTube video about this because I was like, I've had to make offers from scratch so many times. Like I need an SOP for this. So you have to figure out like, who are you trying to serve? What are their problems? Like you got to give this person a name, right?
So we got who, what, right? What else?
Yeah. So
let's go through
who,
this SOP.
Well, you need to go through like who, what are their problems? What are their dreams, desires? Like really like write all this out into like a Google Doc. And you're going to reference that whenever you write copy, make a YouTube video, an email, anything, right? Called the ideal avatar worksheet, basically. And so then once you have that, you got to figure out like, okay, so this is the person that I'm trying to help. What are their problems? What offer could I make them that they would like buy every single time? Like if I could literally guarantee them something, what would I guarantee them that would make them buy? Right. And then once you figure that out, then it's just like kind of working backwards from like, okay, could I guarantee that this person would make $1 million and then all of a sudden, like, you know, never have any problems again? No. Okay. So let me go one level lower, one level lower, one level lower until you find something that you could actually do. And then you just got to figure out what they would need in order for you to get them there. And then you have to figure out what actually goes into that. So like the actual deliverables of it. So you want to start more ridiculous and just sell what they would buy instead of selling what you can deliver.
Right.
You want to sell what they would buy and then figure out how you can deliver it. But it fundamentally comes down to the offer.
What I like about what you're talking about right now is that you're referencing the fundamentals, right? It's not some sexy funnel. It's not some sexy, you know, cool, innovative, new way to market. You're talking about basic, who do you serve? What are their problems? How can you guarantee them a promise that you are confident that you can solve and you will win? And you won. This is a perfect example. So I love that because YouTube and Instagram is full of the new opportunity, the new way. And it's that shiny object syndrome that I fall victim to all the time.
Yeah, everyone does.
Right? But like, I love that's the first step. So what's the next? So now, okay, I've dialed in my offer. I feel confident about it. I know who I'm serving. I know, right, what are the steps to help them solve their problem and get them result? Like, what do I do after that?
Yeah, so I mean, I can only speak about my personal experience. The reason that like I just talk about figuring out the offer is because like I did a $9.97, right? There's people that are selling things for like $37 a month. Like that, I don't have all the answers in terms of like how to price it and exactly that. But you have to have the offer dialed in, right? So for us, like this is just the way that we sold it. There's a million ways to do it. If you have like, you know, the Skool of Hard Knocks guys, you've seen them on YouTube probably.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all they have to do is make a few posts and like people will load in, right?
Of course.
So their form of selling it is going to be different than mine. Right? But for us, we basically, you know, emailed our list. We have like a, you know, small YouTube channel, basically. It's very niche specific. So it was emailing the list.
The best YouTube channels are.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Email the list, run ads, book calls, and then basically we just jumped on the phone and sold it. Yeah.
So you post content, you have conversations, and you help clients succeed.
Yeah. I mean, like so many people are scared of the phones.
Yeah.
But like fundamentally, if you can be good at sales one-to-one, it's going to make you better selling to multiple people when you're like running ads or emails or all that stuff. Because if I know how to talk to you, I can talk to multiple of you. You know what I mean?
And going back to the offer, if you truly are confident, I feel like a lot of coaches, a lot of creators who have Skool communities their offers are not clear because they're not clear themselves on what the promise is. I think that's the biggest. If I was going to diagnose the problem, it's you don't even know what you can do. Right? Like, so going back to your story, like you were just looking to solve a problem for your business, your service-based business, and then started coaching offer. And then how much did you scale your coaching business to?
So we kind of like, it's funny you mentioned shiny object. We've basically done shiny object within the business we're in. We've tried a bunch of different models to like find what's worked the best. We did $30K our first month with the new Skool offer.
That's awesome.
This past month, I guess this month so far, we've done like $50K cash collected. Goal is obviously to get to $100K a month and then go up from there. But yeah.
Now, I know this is behind the scenes, so it's insider look. So we want to share things that not everyone on YouTube or on Instagram, wherever you're watching this, will really see. You had a meeting with Alex Mosey today. You met him today.
Yesterday,
yesterday. Pardon me, yesterday. What was that experience like? And can you give us any inside kind of tips from the king himself?
Yeah. Well, so here's what I'll say. So like the whole reason we entered the Skool games was because we wanted to like ask Alex business advice, and then also Sam as well, right? Like I've been watching Alex and Sam's videos, like.
Dude, they are the goats.
Exactly. So it was really interesting because they actually have very conflicting advice.
Oh, okay.
So that was something that I was kind of expecting, but also like, I guess I was maybe fooling myself into thinking they were both just going to tell me the same thing and it would be simple. But I think honestly, like my biggest takeaway is like, if you're going to ask Alex a question, but you watch his content, you already know his answer.
That's so good because I've met coaches who have kind of a different persona or answers, or like, almost like their online self is not their real self. So that's I've never met Alex Mosey, but Alex, I'm coming for you. That he's the same off camera and on camera.
Well, like I've probably listened to like I don't know thousands of hours of his content over the course of my life.
Same.
Same thing with Sam, but consulting.com Sam is different from Skool Sam. That's something that you'll realize when have you met him?
No, I
when
haven't.
you meet him.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like a lot of the things that he talks about in the past are different from what he says now.
Yeah.
So I had watched a podcast from Sam, and he had said this piece of advice, and met him in person, said the exact same thing. But like anyone watching this at home, like if you just ask yourself, okay, if I was to ask Alex this question based off of watching his content, what would his answer be? 9 out of 10 times it's going to be exactly what you think it would be, which is most of the time just keep doing what you're doing and just scale it as long as the numbers make sense.
It comes back to the shiny object syndrome that you brought up, right?
Yeah.
Is we want the easy pill, the simple solution. I want to lose 10 pounds tomorrow. I want to, but really, like I think Alex posted a video about like, I want to make working 6 days a week, 12-hour days, like cool or something.
Yeah.
And I love that because it's like, and some people will be against that and like health and stuff like that. But like when you have a dream, you have a passion and you're really determined and you do what you love, it's not work. It's not like unhealthy. It actually is a healthy balance, right?
Yeah. I mean, I think honestly, like you don't even have to, because Alex and Sam, this is again, like, I'll say this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you expect like a coach or like a guru online to like solve all your problems for you, it's not going to work that way because like when we asked a question to Alex and asked a question to Sam, like literally two completely different things. It's like, what do I do? So what you have to do is basically like, this is kind of something I realized is you have to just figure out how to make decisions for yourself and take inputs and then decide like for yourself, what's the good decision, right?
Yeah.
Alex, Sam, both very quality sources of information, but completely conflicting. So
And they're not you.
Exactly.
They're
so
not
you have to
you.
take pieces of both and then make the decision yourself.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's change gears a little bit. Let's talk about your experience. So first time winning the Skool games, congratulations. That's awesome. Hitting 50K a month, that is huge, right? How is this mansion, by the way? Like, this is dope. Like, I just got here, walking around, got the pool, got the sauna, got the hot tub, got the good vibes. Like, how's your experience? Now, you flew out to Vegas, you met the king, both kings, the goats, and staying at this mansion. Like, how's that experience been? It must have been, like, I'm assuming dope, but I want to hear it from you.
Yeah. No, it's been really cool. I've been running on very minimal sleep. So there's that. But honestly, like, just, being here, I'm grateful. If you guys can't see this in the frame, but every single square inch of this mansion, like whoever did this Airbnb, like knows what they're doing. Like there's axe throwing right there. There's pickleball, basketball. Like every square inch has something going on. So it's very cool. It's hard to get bored, and there's a lot of cool people around here too.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So before we close off, speaking right to the camera, is there any message you want to share, tip, advice, could be your past self or someone looking to start the Skool games? Like, what do you want to share with them? And then let people know how they can find you if they want to learn more about your school, learn more about you, maybe download one of your lead magnets. Love to get that free offer guide if you don't mind sharing that
100%.
with the audience. So link in the description there. But just talk to the audience and share what you have to share.
Yeah. I mean, I think fundamentally, like, if your goal is to, like, it depends on what your goal is, but if your goal is to, like, make a lot of money, like, you just have to start moving and just you'll course correct over time as you make decisions or make mistakes and then figure it out. But like I hear so many people that are just like getting ready to get ready, which like I get it because I used to be that person, but you just have to move. You just have to start. Like I know that's very generic advice, but it's generic because it's true.
Fundamentals, man. Fundamentals.
And again, it all starts with the offer, but like the offer only matters because of who you're serving. So like really getting dialed in on your customer, what they want, how can you make the experience for them better? Like every big business focuses on their customer, right? Except for Facebook, they just hate all of their customers. But besides Facebook,
we won't post this there.
Every big business loves their customers and focuses on them.
Yeah.
So like if you figure out the who, the what you sell them will present itself. So
Tim, thanks, man.
Absolutely,
really appreciate it.
Tyler.
Thanks for coming on the pod.
100%.
All right. Peace, guys. Take care.
If you guys want to find the offer SOP, Tim Shooker on YouTube. And I don't have Instagram, but you can follow me on Instagram too, Tim Shooker as well.
All be in the link in the description, so check that out.
Beautiful.
Peace.